I must quote here that there was an occasion when my cards did not work, which we are used to buy things online. There was a time when I did not have enough money, in the sense that the money, in terms of physical money, could not be taken from the ATM. We are all used to going to the ATM and taking. So there was no card and there was no money. And during the time, I had a limited finance of around 1,000 rupees to survive for 10 days in terms of food, So I called the bank and said that it has to be immediate. But I also thought, let's see what happens, with 1,000 rupees for 10 days in terms of food. And also lifestyle, maybe, So I started my life with 1,000 rupees, thinking about the next 10 days. And believe it or not, during the 10 days was the most healthiest period of my life. If I recall, I started eating foods which might not be very expensive, maybe just like tomatoes and sprouts, and some of the basic things which are the most nutritious, and even eggs. These are basic things which are not very expensive, but it's the most nutritious. And I began to understand that sometimes too much of money, and I think it's mostly too much of money, will spoil your basic relationship within the natural systems of the universe. The more money you have, the more expensive foods we have. What is that expensive food? More with fat and so. I'm not saying anyone should not have too much of money. I think everyone should have enough money. They should strive to have enough money. God has given them the ability within the minds. But the 1,000 rupees for the next 10 days turned out to be the greatest blessing, in a sense that you're able to understand that the basic foods, the most nourishing foods, not just the food, it's your attitude towards the food, which changed everything. It is more nourishing for your body. You started drinking more water. You started having more foods which were one with the universal energies, like the sprouts, like the tomato, which is natural, organic. Basic vegetables which were healthier. And once this 10 days passed, I understood that the time without access to too much of money during the time was a great blessing. So that's a lesson for someone who thinks, or people who think that it's excess of money which brings blessings. It is your mind. Now, I'm not saying that, again, I want to repeat that. I'm not saying that anyone should not have money. Everyone should have the ability to make money. They should get into the right mindset. No one can be spoon-fed wealth. Again, I want to repeat, no one can be spoon-fed wealth. Even if you give $1 million to a person without the right mindset, within a matter of 1 to 2 years, that wealth moves away from the person, and it turns out to be the greatest curse on their lives, because the mind is completely blackened by the turmoil force. So it's essentially a mind which has to be developed to acquire wealth, and also nourish wealth, to acquire what you want in terms of the worldly things you want, in tune with the energies of the universe. Once you transcend your body and into the greater realm of the spiritual being, of the source code of God, then your life is blessed, not just on earth, but into eternity. Let's replenish our earth. Something that I understood and learned during this period was, money is a great source of inspiration which can be used in the right way, but it's not exclusively which you should devote to your body. Your body should be a blessing in terms of the future of the universe. What we find right now is once anyone has excess of money, I'm not saying that people should not have excess of money. People should have money. They should have enough and more. They should have much more. God has given them the mind. God has given them the ability. God has given them the right kind of tools as of now in today's day and age. But it's all about your mind as to how you use it. But what happens now is once during this 10 days when I was living on 1,000, which is a very minute amount of money, I understood that much of what we see, what we hear, what we listen, in terms of what we want to buy, is conditioned by the world to make more money. So once you have more money, they will want to give you items and things which is not good for your body, which is not good for your soul, which is not good for your health, it's not good for your environment. If you really take it in the meditative sense, when you take it in the future of the universe, you will have to decide as to what is really important for you in terms of money, and then keep away access much of the access to money than what is required to live a healthy life. That excess money should be used for the future of the universe, in tune, in sync with the energies of the universe, which will in turn a blessing in your life and a blessing in the life of people around you and the society, the world, and you will receive much more universal energies of life. So the greatest lesson of the 10 days was, the lesser the money you have, the more blessed is your life in the real sense. It does not mean that the more poor you are, or the more less access to money or wealth you have, you're blessed. That is not what I mean. What I mean is, you've been given the mind, you've been given the ability, you've given the vision, you've given the wisdom. It's your calling to go with the energies of the universe. And some of the basic things in life are not expensive. The air, the water, and also the basic foods, which is most nourishing. You can make a list of it, and it will be a blessing. Once you have your mindset not on the money that you receive, or not on the wealth that you receive, which is an absolute foolish thing which is being sold into the minds of millions of people. And then they're running behind something with a clear intention of gathering wealth, and then whatever little they have, they lose. They lose their souls. They lose everything in life because they're running behind money. And money, if you take it, money in the literal sense, it's a form of energy. It's a form of energy which can help acquire things on a bodily sense also. But when you're running behind that energy of money, the energy of money is such that it takes control of the person, and it envelops the person, and it will eat up the person, in terms of the literal sense. It will destroy the physical sense and the soul. So the secret to getting wealth, energies, prosperity within the earth and also into the future is to go with a clear purpose for the future of the future generations. Let's replenish our earth. Let's speak about the energy of vibration, the symbol of we, the source code of the godly force of creation. Why do we say the energy of, in bracket, we, the symbol of creation, is the source code of the godly force which sustains all life on earth? Is because everything about the earth in terms of energies is about a kind of vibration. It is a vibration of the creation of the earth. When stars collided, there was intense vibrations which makes new stars, new planets, new matter being formed. And one of those beings created was Earth. And over a period of evolution, over millions of years, the Earth has turned habitable for humans, giving humans all kinds of prosperity. The language which we speak now is a vibration of our esophagus within our throats. It's a vibration we call a language. We vibrate in different modes within the esophagus, and then our humanity, our human members understand those vibrations through the mind, which translates the vibration into a language, the vibration of sound into a language. Languages have evolved over time through different communities, through different people, societies, countries. Different languages have formed, but essentially it's the vibration of sound. It's the vibration of sound in different levels, in different tones, which is produced by the throat, the esophagus, which brings the human mind to understanding in different cultures, traditions, languages across the world, among all kinds of humans across the world. So essentially, the vibration of creation has translated into the vibration of languages. When you are with the energy, which is positive or negative, you're emitting vibrations, which is positive or negative, to your fellow beings around you. And not just around you, you're also transmitting the same vibrations to the universe. And the universe responds to those vibrations. If you're emitting negative vibrations, the universe responds through negative vibrations. If you're emitting vibrations of turmoil, the universe responds with vibrations of turmoil in your life. Essentially, replenishing the earth is to be with the vibration of creation, the vibration which sustains our life. And once you're with the vibration which sustains your family, your child, yourself, your society, your country, you're dwelling into the vibration of the universe. You're dwelling into the vibration of the source code of God. You're dwelling with the vibration of the V, the source code of all life, within our planet, within our universe, the source code of the eternal force, the source code of eternity. Let's replenish our earth.